At this point, I feel like I'm just grasping at weeds here, but Annabelle Comes Home. Have you seen it?
Why would I ever go out of my way to watch this?
Well, because I'm going to make you.
Yeah. Here we go.
It's been a hot second.
We had a week off.
And then we had a week off. We had a week off, and then a week on, and then another week off.
Yeah.
Which means it's actually been a month since you've watched a spooky movie.
It was a good month.
And I feel like it softened you a little. Do you feel like it softened you? Did you feel softened?
Like maybe. I don't know.
Yeah? Tad bit?
Maybe.
Tad bit soft?
Yeah.
That's fine.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Hello and welcome to the Movie Men Podcast.
We are the VD. Is that creepy?
That was
my creepy.
Supposed to be creepy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that creepy?
I'm uncomfortable. I don't.
Breathy and soft. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable. I don't know if it's because that was creepy, or if it was just, enough to make me uncomfortable.
Well,
how the hell are you?
I mean, watched Annabelle come home, so I've been better.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're
sorry,
not.
Not sorry. But here's
you are not.
Here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you. I was driving in the car with Brienne today, and she was asking like, "Oh, what movie are you watching tonight?" Blah blah blah, and we were talking about it.
And you were like, "It's my pick," and she's like, "Fuck that."
No, because then she would know that I would have to censor the podcast. Moron. No, she was just exhausted. She was like, oh, like she's like, whose pick is it tonight? And I'll say it's Carl's, and she'll go, she has more faith in which I feel like is how it should be. Right?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, your wife should have more faith in your film selection than mine.
I mean, I think she has more faith in hers than anybody else's.
Oh, wait, and that's ultimately that's how it should be.
On top of that, she doesn't know what she's watched after 2 months,
right?
Anyway, so
right. But so I will tell you, I let slip to her what road I'm going to take you down once we wrap up Conjuring universe. And her response, and I quote, was, "Oh, Carl will actually really like those."
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
So
my prayers have been answered.
But she might not know what you like in film at all, and you might be like way off. So
yeah, we'll see.
So we're back and watching spooky movies because
you're a dick.
Friends make friends watch scary movies.
And get the t-shirt now.
And get the t-shirt while you can. And we've had a journey. We have gone from The Nun to Annabelle to The Nun 2 to Annabelle Creation to The Conjuring and now Annabelle Comes Home.
And now Annabelle Comes Home.
Marking the last of the Annabelle films. So there's only 2 films left in this journey I'm taking you on.
How many, sorry?
2.
2?
There's 2 left.
I heard that right?
Yeah.
1 and then 1 more?
Conjuring 2.
That's how counting works,
yep.
right?
Conjuring 2.
1,
and then
more.
The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Devil made you do it or the devil made me do it?
Well, The devil hasn't made you do anything yet because you haven't seen the movie. But just wait. Just wait.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, the initial impressions?
Sorry, I'm trying to find the movie man, our list, so I can gauge myself.
Right. But... Wow, right. Where, I forget. This is nice that we have this list now. Google. So if you're listening, we have a spreadsheet where we not only have all the films listed that we might be making the other person watch. A file is in owner's bin.
It's mine.
You will soon permanently lose access to this file. For continued access, please make a copy. Give me access again.
I thought I gave you access.
Yeah, but apparently it was like temporary access.
I can't even find it. How do I search? We are so prepared. What a prepared podcast we are.
Like,
look at us go.
Like, I don't think it's even going to let me open it. You are the oh, there, let me open it. No, it's not gonna.
I can't even find it.
What is happening?
Oh.
Share it with the same people? What is your bin? Did you delete it?
Oh, you know what?
You deleted it.
I accidentally deleted that file because I didn't think there was anything in it.
Undelete it.
Trash. Hopefully it's not too late. Movie man, take it out of trash. Wow. This is the quality that our Patreon people pay for.
Okay.
Right here.
It's out now because it's happy with me.
It was the only thing. So when we were recording on our own, like remotely.
Yeah.
When I would send you files, they'd end up getting like zipped, and then to send them through
it's a real pain in the ass.
To send it through a Google Doc, it would turn it, or to send it through Google Mail, it would turn it into a document and save it to my drive. So instead of them being scattered in my drive, I would always move them into a folder. And labeled Movie Men because I like my desktops and files to be organized on my computers and cloud and stuff. So I was going through my files before taking youth to camp last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Movie Men. Delete that. Don't need that file anymore.
Oh, I see.
Because I thought that's just all that's in there is stuff I don't need.
Old audio files. Yeah. Okay, so.
But that's not the case.
Anyway, so we have that pulled open now. It's a Google Sheets file doc that has
Did you just add Annabelle Comes Home?
I did.
I don't see it on mine yet, but okay.
There
it is.
Should be there now. I didn't click away yet.
I got it.
Which has all of the films that we're going to make each other watch, but it also has a scorecard, basically. So anyways, initial impressions. Let's do this. Now, I can't remember how we're supposed to... We got screwy with the... I go first?
Your pick, you're first.
Right. Okay. I think this is the best of the Annabelle films. Of the 3 Annabelle films, I think this is the best of the Annabelle films. I wouldn't place it, I don't think, the best of the films that we've watched in this series so far. But it might be the second best. I think I would put it probably just behind The Conjuring. I still think that first Conjuring film is the best one that we've watched so far in the series. But I do think that this is better than The Nun. Now, The Nun was well made, and it's scary, and it's whatever else, but it lacks a little bit of the characters that you can find yourself caring about.
The 3 main, you feel like you didn't get attached to the 3 main characters.
Not really, right? Like, not in the same, like in this, it's like, well, we saw Judy a little bit in The Conjuring. We do get Ed and Lorraine Warren in this.
You've seen the babysitter just very briefly.
Yeah, and you get a little bit of like, you have sort of that accumulating factor, so at this point what the Annabelle doll is all about. You know what it's capable of.
Right.
The fact that it's a brilliant setting inside the room of horrors, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just genius. So I like this. I like this movie. I think it's good. I think it's well done. There's a couple of things that I think I'll probably pick apart, and I'll be curious to see your thought on them as well. But yeah, I think it's a really solid entry. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I would say definitely the best Annabelle film, for sure. I would agree with you there. I don't know if I agree with your placing of it.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe I need to talk some stuff out before I still get to where I want to put it.
Sure.
Because just kind of looking at the scorecard, I've got The Conjuring, I gave it a 7.5. That's the highest. The Nun came second with 7.
Yeah.
And the rest are
5.5 and lower.
This is the next highest. Yeah, so they're much lower.
And the Annabelle films being 3.5 and 4.
Yeah. So it's in terms of everything we watched, it's up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's break into this. And I have some fun questions for you. Yep. Number 1. Let's say you're babysitting in this house. Put yourself in the roles of, was it
babysitting in the Warrens' home?
Yeah, when all this starts to go sideways. What was her character's name? Is it Mary Ellen? Yeah, Mary Ellen. So you're Mary Ellen. At what point do you say, screw the girl, I'm going home?
And I'm they gave, like, if I am Mary Ellen.
Yes.
They really kind of build her up to have a strong moral compass pretty early on.
And a relationship with Judy. Like, she's not just
so I don't
some
think she's bailing
babysitter.
pretty, like, at all.
No, okay. No, but you.
But no, you said if I was her.
Okay, well, if you're in her position.
If I'm me in her position.
Yeah, at what point are you just like, man. Or do you stick it out? Do you go, this girl needs me, I can't leave?
This is like one of those hypotheticals about, like, would you take a bullet for your the XYZ person?
Yeah.
It's like,
when you said XYZ, I thought you were going to say ex-wife. And I'm like, my answer is no. Like, I don't.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those hypotheticals where, like, yeah, of course I'd save her. Yeah,
right, because you want to say,
I'm not a dick.
Yeah, you want to say that you'd do the right thing, and you'd be brave and chivalrous.
Creepy crap.
Right?
Right? Like, when push comes to shove, who are we really?
And none of it seemed to really have any, like, there's, what's the Daniela? Daniela is, like, in the thick of it. Like, if Daniela leaves, I'm thinking that's not the end of it for her. Judy lives there, and maybe these things have it out for Judy because
mom and dad
put them in the cage and all this stuff. I feel like at any point, though, Mary Ellen can just piss off, and she's probably going to go home. It's the 80s, so she's going to set out her leg warmers for tomorrow, and she'll be in good shape. Like, she's not...
yeah. I don't know if the spirits would like, if we learned anything from the last Annabelle film, I mean, I guess the spirit will take a suicide, but it seems like it prefers murder.
Yeah.
So,
is question number 2. So, inside of Ed and Lorraine's house of horrors, not the ones from the like real life. They're real life one that this is all based off of.
Sure.
Now we've talked in previous episodes about your stance, where you fall in terms of how much of this you buy into, how much of it you don't. You know.
Sure.
What is the price tag? First of all, excluding the Annabelle doll. Just taking a look at all of the other things that exist in that room. What is the price tag to get you just to step foot in the room? Hands in pockets. In real life, what is the price tag? Hands in pockets for you to step foot. And sky's the limit, right? You can say it'd be $10 million for me to step foot in that room. You just step foot in the room, no matter what.
No.
There's no price tag.
Hell no.
Okay. So that rules out my next two questions.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Here's $100 million. No. You just have to hands in pockets, walk in the room, say, "Well, this sucks," and turn around and walk back out.
I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
I do a lot of snowboarding,
roller coasters,
like
whatever else.
Roller coasters. Yeah, like. But those are like calculated risks.
You could calculate this risk.
That's as
risky.
No, that's like there's like calculated risks, and then there's tempting fate.
Right.
I'm not tempting fate.
All right. Well, that rules out my next two questions.
I gotta throw this. That's like saying, "Hey, here's a parachute. We're up in the plane, flying. We're about to go parachuting. I'm going to throw it out first, and then you got to go catch it. You want to do that?" Hell no.
Okay. So I'll answer my three questions then, just so that there's something.
Yeah. Where do you stand? You've asked me this several times. I don't know if have you answered?
You've never asked me where I stand on this stuff.
You answer these questions.
So I have some
what's the
religious background.
Yeah.
It wasn't raised it, but like cool youth groups and stuff when I was young, and I kind of sought it out. And so yeah, I mean, I believe things can go bump in the night. I don't know where I draw the line when it comes to like, I believe in the demonic stuff. I don't know where I draw the line when it comes to like this
good ghosts, bad
spirit
ghosts.
is hanging on unfinished business.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
Right.
Nobody has the answer to that. Right. And so even if someone says, "Well, no, I don't believe in that because, the Bible says, what," but you still don't have the answer to it. Right. You have your belief, you have your stance, but you can't definitively say, yes or no.
There's an element of belief in there. Yeah.
So I believe things can go bump in the night. And I've said for a long time that, like, if a horror film is going to there are two types of horror films that get to me. One is body horror, or like
Saw?
Like Saw. Now I have seen most of the Saw films. I haven't watched Jigsaw, which was Spiral. I haven't watched Spiral, which was like the newer spin-off with Chris Rock in it. So I haven't seen that one. And then I think maybe one came out after that. I haven't seen that. But I've seen like all the original. Brianna and I sat down and watched them because as gross and grotesque as they are, there's some really clever writing, right? Like, you'll sit down and watch a Saw film, and it's not until like the final 5 minutes that you clue into where in the timeline this falls. Yeah. Right? You're like, my God, this all took place usually just before.
I've only seen the first one and some of another one, but there's usually some weird twists at the end.
There's twists. There's
like in the first one, he's in the bathtub.
He's in the bath. Yeah. Well, no, he's lying. He's the corpse that was lying on the ground the whole time.
Oh, right.
It was John Kramer.
The bathtub was empty.
So anyways, so that type of horror gets to me. Or like, you take that a step further and it's shit like, I have no interest in watching The Human Centipede. No interest. Like, that stuff is just like...
You want to see mouse sewed to butts?
I mean, I do, but I don't want to watch The Human Centipede. Like, it's just not... No, that type of stuff is just like, ugh. Like, it doesn't scare me.
It's just gross.
It just... makes me it just makes me uncomfortable, right? I'm like, this is excessive and dumb. The other type of horror that can freak me out, has the ability to freak me out, is supernatural demonic possession stuff, because I watch a film like that and I go, yeah, but this shit can happen.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when you give me something like The Exorcism of Emily Rose or something like that, where it's like, well, this is based off a documented thing.
Right.
Right? Like this, air quotes, happened.
This is a dramatization of what happened.
Of something that supposedly actually happened. Yeah. And so that stuff, yeah, freaks me out. So, okay. But that also makes it my favorite horror films, because they're the only ones that like I don't end up finding boring as a result, right? I'm like, everything else, it's like, you know, it's not a strong enough drug.
Okay. So we think we know where you stand.
Yeah.
Your first question was,
in order
dollar
to
figure, step in the room.
Step in the room, hands in pockets, say, cool, and turn around and walk back out. I don't know, like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nothing seems to happen. Like Ed and Lorraine go in there. The room's constantly blessed. Ed and Lorraine go in there all the time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to get dicey until you touch.
You screw with something.
Yeah. And so, and
I get that.
So I take I might even go in for less than 10 grand, because I would just like, it'd be to say I'd done it.
Like
see the room.
Yeah. You might have, I don't even know if I'd go in the house. You'd have to pay me to just get in the house.
You want to go to the town? Where is?
No, I don't want to know. Stop. Stop.
Lorraine. It's in the States.
I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't want to know. I go to the States sometimes. I've been to the States lots. I don't want to know where it is.
Yeah, but you don't go to Connecticut.
Shut up. I don't want to know where it is. That's not where it is.
It is. It's in Connecticut. Okay.
Maybe I will go to. I don't want to know.
So my next question was going to be, okay, so you've gone in the room. For me, it's 10 grand, maybe less.
Right.
What is the dollar figure to, again, removing the Annabelle doll from this equation? What is the dollar value to just one finger touch, just
anything,
any object in the room? Doesn't matter what it is, because there's probably some items in that room. You know, let's say it's that this stuff is real, and Ed and Lorraine really did track down some really spooky, messed up stuff. You'd roll the dice on the fact that maybe there's some things in there that, you know, are MacGuffins or aren't actually.
Well, in this movie, and I would assume there's probably some truth to this, that the daughter mentions that the room has some stuff in it that's just kind of like artifacts, possessed,
cursed, and or used in
yeah. So they're not necessarily
demonic.
Yeah,
cult.
They're not necessarily dangerous.
No, just like shouldn't be out there.
Like, but somebody else could use them to recreate a.
But without the knowledge of which is which. Again, removing the Annabelle doll out of it, you just got to pick one thing in the room and just one finger, just boop and just boop it. You just have to boop an item. So your answer is
I'm not even in the room.
Yeah, there's no you didn't make it into the room. For me,
I mean, it makes for not as good of a podcast conversation.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
I'm not going in the room.
You're not going in the room. For me, I think in order to boop something, we're up to like the $10 million range. Enough that if shit starts going sideways for me,
you can get a hold of the Pope.
I can pay. Yeah, I can get this dealt with. But also that like there was enough,
if not the Pope, a cardinal,
that I can somehow find a way to go, well, at the end of the day, it was worth it because I now have $10 million, right? It was
or you have half of that because you gave it to the church.
It was a year of being
problem.
It was a year of being pinned to the ceiling and puking green soup, but I'm now, better than ever. And then my third question, which again is not going to be applicable to you, but my third question was, okay, now,
there's a cursed cowboy.
What is the dollar value
to put it on?
To just pick up and then set back down the Annabelle doll? And that is a higher. The
Annabelle doll itself.
Yeah, and
oh my goodness.
And And it's a higher dollar value for me, but I think it's only a higher dollar value for two reasons. And one, I don't know if it's valid or not. Because one of those reasons is just because these films have talked it up.
Right.
Right. I'm sure that like there might be worse shit in that room, but these films have given me that exposure to Annabelle how god awful the Annabelle doll is. The second reason is because aside from these films, it is the only object in the room that is encased in chapel glass from Trinity Church with a sign on it that says, warning, positively do not open. Right. So like Ed and Lorraine themselves have kind of deemed that
the most dangerous thing.
The thing not to trifle with. For me...
Well, we don't know. There might be like a locked chest made of wood from a sacred boat that carried the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail or something, and all the really bad crap's inside that.
For me, at this point, I think I'm turning down every dollar value. Right? I'm just like, well, because that involves opening the case.
Yeah.
Picking it up, putting it back in the case, closing the case again, and being like, so you want to get Arby's? And as soon as I say, do you want to get Arby's, everyone in the room knows, oh, he's possessed. No one would say...
Nobody wants to go to Arby's.
Nobody would suggest Arby's.
I kind of like Arby's.
All right, so let's those were my questions.
Brady's now spritzing holy water on me.
Yeah, be gone with your meat mountain. Okay. I don't think I've actually ever had Arby's, so I can't shit talk it.
I have. But, went a couple times when I lived in Kitchener.
Yeah. Someday you can take me on an Arby's date.
Sure.
All right.
It's a date.
All right. In Monroe, Connecticut.
There's one in Kitchener.
Yeah, but Monroe, Connecticut.
But there's one in Kitchener.
But
Kitchener! I'm not going to Monroe, Connecticut ever now, dick.
So, tell me about this film.
It was spooky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I noticed a couple jumps.
Yeah, there was a few jump scares that got me. Did you notice that, like, the last kind of actual jump scare didn't?
9 hours. We could be there in 9 hours, 20 minutes.
Did you notice that? The one where, like,
big jump scare?
She's trying to get Annabelle and something happens?
It didn't get you, yeah. No, I did notice that. It didn't get me either.
Do you notice how I described what happened?
Yeah. Do you want to, in a way that's not going to involve any censoring, you want to relay that to the listener?
Close my effing eyes. I was just done. I was just like, I don't want another jump scare. Just close my eyes. Oh, okay, there it is.
That should not be allowed in the rules.
There's no fine print.
That's fair.
Yeah, I watched the rest of it. It's just that 1 minute. I don't even I just assumed that her doppelganger jumped at her or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like anyway. It's like, I'm going to move the visual equation. Then I don't have to freak out.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, scary though?
Yeah. Like,
compared to the other Annabelle films?
I think definitely way creepier than the other Annabelle films. And I feel like it's way creepier for two reasons. The first is they don't fall into the trap of the first two, and that the demon shows up halfway through.
We do see the demon.
Very end, though.
Yes.
Which... no, wait.
No, we get a glimpse of him about halfway through.
I would say the beginning of the third act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did that... Because as soon as I saw the demon, brief. I thought to myself, well, there goes this whole ordeal for Carl.
But I think it's offset a little bit because it is brief, and we don't see it again till the very end of the kind of horroring part of the horror film.
Right.
But I think the second part offsets that brief glimpse earlier on, in that there are so many other unknowns and creepy crap going on from different quote unquote sources from the room that keep you on edge, and you have no idea what's going to happen next. And there's a few where you kind of start getting a sense of, oh, okay, the werewolf is outside in the fog. So when she has to go outside to get the key, to get the inhaler, oh, the werewolf's going to show up.
Right.
But like, even then, there's still like this big unknown about what presence or demonic source or evil thing is doing what. So I think that really helped it a lot. Yeah.
So I'm just looking this up.
What are you looking up? I don't like that I can't see your screen. I feel like I should be able to see what you're looking at.
The museum is currently closed while looking for a new location due to zoning issues. I don't know what that is. The city's just like, get rid of this.
You can't have a demonic museum in your house. That's against our bylaws. But it's not in our bylaws. Get it in the bylaws.
In June 2019, Lorraine Warren died. Lorraine Warren died on April 18th, 2019, and the museum has closed. And just in general, you cannot, under the know before you go section, you cannot tour in person. There are special events, and you can purchase or rent a video tour of the collection. But which I like, because if you were able to...
If people were able to go in person, you'd end up like with some dumb people like the chick in this movie.
Well, no, but I feel like if you were able to go in person, it just hurts the credibility of what this room is and what it contains, right? If even post-mortem, the attitude around it is, no, you can't go in this room, then that just sort of like takes the legend or the legacy of what this room is and validates it and cements it as like, no, this is not a tourist attraction.
This is not something you mess with.
Right? We know it's called museum, but it's not a tourist attraction.
Like, it's like Batman's cave is a museum.
Yeah.
Even though it's got lots of artifacts from his crime fighting.
Sure. Yeah. That's apples to apples. Sure.
It's the same. It's literally the same thing. He just doesn't call it a museum. It's called the Batcave.
Yeah, but nothing bad happens when you touch the things in the Batcave.
But it's the same premise.
Yeah.
They take home their trophies / demonically possessed things, and Batman takes home his trophies.
Yeah, but I can punch in Ed and Lorraine. There's two differences. One, I can punch in Ed and Lorraine's occult museum into Google Maps and go stand outside. I know where it is. It's not a hidden location.
Right.
And two, the Batcave is not real. So there's that, which makes it not really the same thing. But
those are some very obvious holes in my analogy.
Yeah.
And like, yay, you punched holes in my analogy. You could do that with almost any analogy. Great.
Anyone could, or I could.
Anyone could. That's the thing about analogies. You can punch holes in them all day.
I thought that was praise.
He's very clever, Brady.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back.
So yeah, we have several antagonists in this. Obviously, Annabelle is the titular.
Oh, by antagonist, you mean like presences.
Creepy things.
Yeah.
We have the ferryman.
Yeah, the ferryman. Which, when they first like showed the picture, hey, this looks like you and the ferryman. I was like, my mind was not like the ferryman from Greek and Roman legend. My mind was the fairy, like, oh, it's like a little man with wings.
No.
Kills people.
The guy who steers the ferry.
The boatman.
The boatman. Yeah. So we have that. We have Annabelle. We have the ferryman. We have the woman in the wedding dress.
Right.
The woman in white.
Yeah. Werewolf.
We have it's a hellhound. Yeah. We have the hellhound. Right. And I think those are sort of the main four.
There's a TV.
Yeah, but it's
not an antagonist. We see other things from the room do stuff.
Things, but those are like the four like fully formed apparitions or whatever you call them. What was the strongest one to you?
The scariest?
Yeah, just the one that you were like, okay, yeah, this is not this again. Shit.
I feel like I want to say ferryman.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with that one just because I closed my eyes for that last scare, which was a ferryman scare. And I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. So I don't know if that was just because I was at the tipping point or it was because I was just like, I think it was more because of the tipping point, but I'll give it to it because that stuff was pretty creepy.
Okay.
Like, like when she's walking around the house and you just see like dead people with money on their eyes standing in the corners.
Right.
And she doesn't see.
Right.
Like that's like, that was pretty creepy.
There's that great I was going to say gag, but that great moment where, she's picking up the coins and she sees the two glowing up in the air at like eye level and she shines the flashlight up, but he's not there and the coins just drop.
Yeah, when the flashlight gets
so good.
Yeah.
So good. Okay.
What about you?
I think the hellhound is the weakest.
Yeah.
Because it's just a dog. It's just an angry dog.
Well, and
it's pretty CGI.
And outside of going to get the puffer is really more comedic almost with the guy.
With Bob.
Yeah, when Bob's in the chicken shed and he's like, come back, chicken.
Yeah. I like the woman in the white dress. Yeah, just there's something about her autonomy her anatomy. There's something about like when she holds the knife up and the way that she like moves that is not
her
quite
introduction
natural.
Was pretty creepy. The way when she walked,
she's from window to window,
walked through past the windows and stuff fell off as she walked by, and then she appeared kind of keeping to walking around the outside of the room, but like the mirrors became like windows to the outside too.
Now, Pete has made a request. Pete, who's not here, has made a request. And that request is that for these horror episodes, we do a little bit of a rundown of the plot because
he's not going to watch them.
Well, because he's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about because I'm a pansy. I'm not going to watch
I feel like that, like... This is funny. This is like payback, Pete. This is like payback.
For what?
Because do you remember it would have been
that
early
time that he forgot his microphone when we were recording episode 400? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. No,
like it was a month ago. I do.
Yeah, Pete, come on.
Dick.
Get with it.
You rat bastard.
Early on in the Movie Men podcasting,
like 2019.
Yeah, you guys were doing your thing, and I'd message you guys every once in a while saying, "Hey, this is what I thought," or whatever.
Yeah.
But at one point, I messaged you guys, and I was like, "You guys got to do a rundown of the show or the movie because I haven't seen it in a while, and I've don't remember half of what you're talking
Right.
about. Do you remember that?
I do. And then we started for a little while.
Yeah.
And then we were like, the flow just seemed like we couldn't make it work in a way that felt fun and organic. And so we'll give it a try.
Or we could just say, screw you, Pete, watch the film.
Well, it's a short synopsis.
Be a man.
Here. So let's give it a try. Demonologists it's not going to work.
Led and Moraine.
Demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren confiscate the demonic Annabelle doll from nurses Debbie and Camilla. So this is, we re-see the first scene of The Conjuring.
The last show we watched.
And question for you. Are we at a point now, because this is, and I feel like I ask this question every time they're teased and or they show up on screen, but Ed and Lorraine Warren as sort of protagonists for this franchise, are you like at the point where you're like, yeah, I'd kind of like to see their next case? Like, I'd like to see what they tackle next?
No.
Okay.
But like at the beginning of this show, when I see them, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, and, familiar faces.
Because character development has happened.
Yes.
Right? There is knowledge and therefore some attachment to characters that I already know and understand.
During the drive back home, the doll summons spirits to attack Ed.
Yeah. And we find out, well, yeah. I don't know if they I think just maybe one of them is malevolent. Because she's talking to the one in the back.
The one that supposedly just died in the crash that they're stopped
potentially, yeah. And then we find out after he doesn't die and she gets out of the car that it's not just a conduit. This is kind of like...
It's a beacon.
They kind of retcon a little bit what the doll is in that scene, saying that it's a beacon for any kind of spirit.
So it's important to note that this is not one of the films that is like directly based on
anything
true
that actually
events.
Happened.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was actually, that was one of the things I wanted to get into. It was like, do you think their daughter has a gift like mom does?
Does Judy Warren have the gift in real life?
Does she proclaim to?
That I don't know. I have never read up on.
Like, is she
on Judy Warren?
Take up the family business? What does Judy Warren do for a living? Sell tickets to her virtual museum and rights to her family's name.
So Judy Warren was born...
She just like an entrepreneur selling stories.
Hang on. What year?
She'd still be alive.
Is Annabelle
she died tragically
comes home
to
set
some
in?
Demon.
Oh, 72. Okay. So it's not the 80s. It's the 70s. Which makes sense then because...
Well,
no.
Mom died in 2019.
Still doesn't make sense. Are you good at math? No.
I have a calculator.
How many years are between 46 and 72?
What?
1946 and 1972. How many years is that?
1972 minus 1946. 26.
Yeah. So that's the age. At the time that this film is set, 26 is the age that Judy Warren should be.
Right.
Not
pretty young.
8 or however old she is in this, 11.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless Wikipedia is wrong, which I wouldn't put it past it.
Judy was born in the 40s?
1946. Ed and Lorraine got married in 45.
So she'd be 78 now.
Yeah.
So she could be alive.
She could be. Yeah. Yeah, because Lorraine died in 2019 at the age of 92. She was born in 27. She was born 1927. So they were older by the time. Well, no, I think their ages are probably. Who knows? Who cares? Okay. Annabelle is locked up in a sacred glass case in the couple's artifacts room to ensure the evil is contained.
They just happen to have glass from a church laying around.
They
happen to be in the shape of a box with a lock on it.
No, but here's the thing. I think that makes sense because they seem like the type of people who would obtain glass from a church closing.
They would seek this out and make preparations
and for whatever could
things.
possibly come. Yeah,
I don't disagree. It does seem like unless you start diving down the rabbit hole to think it through.
Yes.
In the moment watching the film, it seems like a leap.
Sometime later, the Warrens welcome Mary Ellen, who will be in charge of babysitting their daughter, Judy, while they travel overnight to investigate another case. And I'm pretty sure that's the case from The Conjuring.
Yeah.
At school.
I suppose it could be. I feel like with the film that they show in the film, I feel like it's a different thing, but could be the same.
At school, Judy notices a ghostly priest following her. Mary Ellen's friend, Daniela, arrives uninvited to the Warrens' home. She sneaks into the artifacts room and inadvertently releases the spirit of Annabelle.
Because she wants to see her daddy.
Annabelle releases other spirits, such as the ferryman, the bride, and a Feely Mealy board game.
Oh, yeah, the board game.
And the Black Shuck, which is the hellhound type thing, ghostly black dog in English folklore. Cool. And the terror begins. Mary Ellen's crush, Bob Palmieri.
Bob's got
balls. Arrives, but is attacked by the Black Shuck. Judy and Mary Ellen are confronted by other spirits. Daniela sneaks back into the house to return the artifacts room's keys. Yeah, because she stole the keys.
Well, inadvertently. But yeah.
Well, she took the keys. She
stole the keys
out.
But she didn't mean to
leave with them. She gets locked inside and is tormented by the haunted objects. She is found just in time by Judy and Mary Ellen before she
picks up the phone.
And then
haunted phone.
Who knows what could have happened.
What does the phone do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Judy explains that they must lock Annabelle back in her case so that the other spirits will rest. Bob protects Judy from the Black Shuck as she retrieves Mary Ellen's asthma inhaler, while Daniela is possessed by the bride. Mary Ellen and Judy find the doll when the ghostly priest, acting as Judy's guardian, guides them to the ferryman. They retrieve. So, where did you stand on the ghostly priest? Were you like, hey, this is a guy that we can not all ghosts are bad,
malevolent or happy?
Yeah, not all ghosts are bad. Maybe he's trying to help us out, or is this guy? Is this another trick?
I don't know. I felt like pretty early on, it was. I don't feel like they ever built it up to be a bad ghost.
Right.
Especially having watched all the other stuff up to this point, seeing the priest kind of hanging out on a schoolyard, not doing anything, and the schoolyard is a Catholic schoolyard on top of that. I don't know how blessed Catholic schoolyards are, but
I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't seem malevolent in any way to me at any point.
Okay. They retrieve the case's key, but struggle when the demon of the doll attacks them. Daniela recovers when Judy plays Ed's recorded footage of the bride's exorcism. That was cool.
Yeah.
Just replaying the exorcism that undid her once before.
Playing right on top of her. It's being projected on her at the same time, yeah.
After the doll is put back in the case and locked, the disturbances cease.
That's actually a good thing to know for future. Right? Like I'm gonna
just put it back in the box.
Handheld projector and then get a copy of a real life exorcism, and then I can project it whenever I'm being attacked by
that's all you need.
Person.
Just play a scene from Supernatural.
Yeah, there you go.
Ed and Lorraine return the next morning. At Judy's birthday party, Daniela apologizes to Lorraine, who gives her a comforting message from her father.
So nice.
Happy ending. You ready to score this thing?
I'm a little disappointed nobody died. There's no stakes if nobody dies.
Okay.
I like steak. Medium rare.
I'm trying to think if anyone dies moving forward. No, I don't know. I can't think of... I don't know. All right. So I score first?
You score first, sir. Bring up the Google sheet.
I'm going to give this a 7.7.
7.7.
Yeah.
You just trying to boost your score, are you?
No, I'm looking at what I've scored previously.
Right.
And that is an accurate, that I think it's a little bit better than The Nun, not quite as good as The Conjuring. The Nun I gave a 7.5, The Conjuring I gave an 8. So this sort of right in the middle, I'm going to give this a 7.7. I think it's a really solid entry. I think it's even when it's not scary, it's entertaining. We get a couple of really great gags.
As just a film.
When Ed and Lorraine are driving and they have the Annabelle doll in the back seat, and a cop shines a flashlight in the back seat and goes, nice doll. And Ed goes, yeah, that's what you think. Right? Like there's some comedy injected throughout. Yeah. And I just think it's a fun watch. It's almost, of all of the films that we've watched in this franchise so far, it's almost the one that is most eligible for the term of like a popcorn flick. Like, it'd just be fun to like pop a bowl of popcorn and watch this movie. Like it's kind of got that.
I don't know if I go that
Well, no,
far,
I mean not for you, not for you,
not for me.
But you don't like popcorn, so.
But like the in between moments are fun. Like the stuff with Bob who's got balls is
there's the whole little flirty stuff that's going. The stoner pizza guy that shows up and like there's some fun stuff.
I had one slice.
Yeah, you get to keep this -1 slice. I took care of that one on the way here. Yeah. What say you as far as the score?
Well, it's not better than the first Conjuring, I don't think. I don't think it's better than The Nun. I don't think it's worse than The Nun.
Okay.
So I'm going to rate it a 7, the same as The Nun.
All right. Which takes your score from what to what?
Oh, before I rated it a 7, you mean?
Yeah.
I'll have to delete it to find out.
So you were a 5.5.
5.5. That 7 back in there.
5.75. I gained a quarter.
0.25.
Quarter of a. Well, no, not a quarter of a percent. I gained 2.5%. Right, because this number can only ever go up to 10.
Right.
So I gained 2.5%.
Sure.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And it means, what's it mean? It means that you've been doing a better job of selecting movies. So my average score for the films that I've selected is a 6.2. Your average score for the films that I've selected is a 5.75.
Yep.
My average score for the films you've selected is a 6.3.
Yep.
So
what's also
just
interesting
barely.
Here is I'm scoring movies I like
way higher.
I'm picking films I like more than you're picking films you like.
Or I'm just more critical with films.
I suppose, maybe.
Right? Like, But
I don't know. I feel like you gave Creation a 3.
Here's the thing: we have been
you gave Annabelle a 5.
We have been completely on par.
Like,
okay, so here's this.
We're not
this is
that
interesting.
far off in scoring.
This is interesting. The furthest on the films that I've picked, the furthest that you and I have been apart in terms of
scoring.
agreement is 0.5.
Yeah.
Is 5% difference.
0.7. Because you gave 7.7, I gave 7.
Okay, so 0.7. On the ones that you've chose, though, it's a much bigger number. It's like
There's
a point and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah. And I think, like...
That was Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. There's some big nostalgia there for me, too.
Yeah.
And
so it's there's interesting numbers going on here. That we're
there's a few things you could there's a few different things you could potentially extrapolate from these numbers, but
there's been no film so far where one of us has been like, no, this is trash, and the other person has been like, what are you talking about? This is one of the greatest films.
We haven't got there yet.
We haven't got there.
Yeah, that it's when you get to this like data like this, you can kind of almost extrapolate anything you want out of it, right?
Yeah.
It's a friend of mine. He works for YFC with me down in St. Catharines, and he's actually like went to school for mathematics. Like he's a bit of a mathematician and math geek.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got this joke where 3 people were interviewing for this job, and one of them was a mathematician. One of them's a statistician, and one of them was oh shoot, I can't remember.
You're crushing this.
Yeah, I'm crushing this joke. Anyway, the punchline of the joke was that the interviewer asked them all what 2 + 2 is, and one of them says 2, and the other one says, well, it depends. And then
one says 2.
Yeah,
2 + 2 is 2.
Oh, sorry, 4. He answered that, which is the mathematician. No, the mathematician says it depends on variables, and there's no perfect. But then the statistician looks at the interviewer and goes, what do you want it to be? Right. This is kind of like these kind of stats and numbers. You can extrapolate a lot of different. Because like I said, it looks like you're picking movies that you don't even like.
I'm going to give you
based on the numbers, but that's like not necessarily true.
I'm going to give your joke delivery a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, that was
accurate. That was bad.
Weak.
It's
not my joke. It's not my joke. I'm retelling somebody else's joke.
You might be interested to know. So you gave this film a 7, and the audience Rotten Tomatoes score for this film is a 70%.
Wow!
So you were completely on par.
Boom!
With
me and everybody else in the world. We got it.
Yeah, you're like, it's pretty good.
Locked down.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you watch in the last 2 weeks, sir?
I got a list.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
You're prepared once again for this show
with
this list. Well, what did I watch this week? Well, I continued my One Piece journey.
Why did you turn into Marlon Brando there?
I don't know.
Let me tell you what I
continued my journey with One Piece.
On the day of my daughter's wedding.
Been enjoying that.
Yeah.
Just finished the arc I was on, so now we're on to a new story arc, which is fun.
All right.
Big final
so
battle.
What is this, 900 episodes now?
I think I'm actually in the 800s.
And is this... Hang on. You keep talking. I'm going to look it up.
And then the latest...
I feel like I already know the answer.
Season of Sweet Tooth hit...
yeah, it's anime.
Yeah, it's anime.
Trash.
The latest episode of Sweet Tooth hit Netflix.
Okay.
You seen Sweet Tooth?
Is it like a reality baking show?
No, man. It's about a little deer boy.
I'm sorry.
It's post-apocalyptic.
Excuse me?
It's a
No. But what's the little deer boy mean?
It's a little deer boy. So it's a post-apocalyptic world, but instead of like a zombie virus, there's this virus that kills humans off. They get this twitchy finger and then they die.
Okay.
But humans aren't giving birth to humans anymore. They're giving birth to human-animal hybrids. And the story follows one of these hybrids named Gus, who's a little deer boy.
And this is a genre of porn?
No, it's based off a comic book.
Okay.
It's really, really good.
All right.
And it's got a great season 3 is the finale, and it's got a great finale. There's a few things that Emily and I kind of looked at each other and were like, what?
This One Piece show.
It was great. The live action or the anime?
There's a live action One Piece show?
Netflix made a live action. It's actually a great adaptation where a lot of anime adaptations are trash.
Well, my question about One Piece.
Sure.
Is this one of those animes where, like, all of a sudden, like, because there's two types of anime to those who don't know anime.
You don't know anime because there's more than two types.
I know, but that's exactly what I just said. There's two types of anime to those who don't know anime. There's the, this is like anime. It's just like Japanese and everyone's like expressions are super blown out and it's a little, it's a little crazy.
What are the two types of anime that you as somebody who doesn't know anime?
But then, that's the one type, which is just like, it's like, I don't know.
Cartoony.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
Digimon.
Okay.
Whatever. And then there's the other type where you're watching and you're like, this is just anime. And then you're like, why is she naked now? Why is she all of a sudden, like, in order to fight, she had to get naked? Like, why is she all of a sudden super naked? Like, it's fine. I just don't this scene, the exposition, the conversation that they're having right now would not be any less of a conversation if his dick was in his pants. And so I don't, where does this fall?
So that would be like a fan service thing.
No. There's lots of.
So let me just bear with it. Like that would be what a fan service thing,
right?
And that sort of thing runs throughout pretty much any and all anime.
Okay,
because Asians have a much more.
You watched a different version of Pokemon than I did growing up.
They're a little more
like Pikachu didn't have pants,
I don't know. With sex and that kind of sexuality, they're a little more free. We'll say. So it's in like
how European
even in Pokemon, there's a little bit of I would say Pokemon's the like least amount you will find in an anime.
Sailor Moon was racy.
Yeah, Sailor Moon, but like One Piece, like there's a time jump in One Piece where like 2 years passes and then everybody gets like uber more powerful. Like you start one episode, you finish an episode, and then the next episode's like 2 years later, and everybody's way more strong. And like the main two girls that are on the crew all of a sudden go up several breast sizes, and by several I mean like 10.
As you do
for no apparent reason, right? And so it's. But then, there are some where I went to. It was Toronto Comic-Con with a friend of mine years ago when I was in my early 20s, and we were like, "Hey, they're previewing, they're showing a new episode, like a new show in one of the rooms. Nothing else we want to do right now. Let's go check out this new show." And it was like. It was kind of like a superhero mecha kind of thing.
Right.
And the main character got powered up by the power of bust or something like that. And like she literally like burst out of her clothes, boobs hanging out, and she got uber more powerful because of both of us were just kind of looking at each other like, well, probably not going to watch any more of this show.
And okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so it's fan service. It's rampant throughout.
Okay.
Anime.
That's what I wanted to know. Degrees. Now I feel like I'm all caught up on anime.
Anyway, other things I watched: Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is great. I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Movies. So I watched on my own during some of my own.
Oh yeah, little time. Dear boy, look at that.
The Northman.
You finally watched The Northman.
I did.
That's a movie.
I enjoyed that movie.
I thought you would.
It was a little trippy in points, and I was just like, what is happening? what is this real? Is he hallucinating? What? Like, in several moments in the film, they kind of dive deep into that kind of mythos of Viking culture. And it was like, it didn't detract. Like, the first time it happened, I was just like, what? And it kind of pulled me out a little bit, but it quickly drew me back in. And I really enjoyed it. And then at camp last week, one of the evenings, we had some free time, and the teenagers were kind of antsy, and we felt like, well, we got to kind of settle them down and whatever. We put on a movie, and we ended up watching Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
The first one.
Yeah. I'm gonna wreck it.
That movie is so funny.
Yeah, it's not the best animated film of the day.
But, like, rewatching it, and it's probably like the third, maybe. Yeah, definitely probably closer to the third. Could be fourth, but I laughed out loud several times.
Right.
It's just like when they're all sitting around the room and Zangief's like, just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy. Yeah. It's just like, are you kidding me? That's hilarious. All these bad guys sitting around a room at a Bad Guys Anonymous meeting, which turns out to be the little box that the ghosts hang out in Pac-Man. It's like all these little nods and things. It's a great movie for anybody who likes video games.
I think for me, I'm not a big Sarah Silverman fan, and so that hurts it. I'm also not a big John C. Reilly fan. Like, so voice cast wise,
right.
But don't get me wrong, I think John C. Reilly is the perfect casting for that character. But yeah, anyways, go on.
And then the last film I watched was this past weekend. Did a little family movie night at home.
Yeah.
And we let the 3-year-old pick.
Yeah. Okay. So how does that work? You just start scrolling Disney Plus and then he says stop, or
we asked him, like, what do you want to watch? And he said, I want to watch dinosaurs. And I was like, okay, there's a few movies on dinosaurs. So we go to Disney Plus and we type in dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park.
And we got 2 films from Disney Plus that came up when you search in dinosaurs.
Okay.
There's is it Friendly Dinosaur or the Little Dinosaur?
The good dinosaur? The Pixar one?
Yeah, that one. And then there's another animated one that came out years back called Dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah, the Disney one.
He's like, no, I want that one. It's like, this one? The good dinosaur? No, I want that one.
The bad dinosaur.
He wanted the realer looking dinosaur.
Yeah, that film's 24 years old.
Yeah.
It's impressive animation for being 24 years old.
It held up really well.
I don't know if it's a good movie.
It was good. No, it's a good movie. It's definitely, I've seen it before, so it's a rewatch for me, but
it's like the Uncanny Valley Land Before Time.
Not even, I wouldn't even say it's I wouldn't say it's Uncanny Valley because it looks CG.
Yeah,
but it's good now. Good CG. Good. I think it held up, and it's a good story.
Yeah, not too long.
It was a lot of fun.
Hour and 15. Yeah, so that's manageable then for.
Yeah. So that's,
something like that.
That's all I watched.
When you typed in, you didn't think you would want to watch an episode or 2 of dinosaurs?
No, we always go with films, not shows.
Your mama.
But there's a few TV shows he's into right now.
Yeah.
But they're usually pretty. Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Cool. It's not about what my son watched. It was what I watched.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
And what you watched. What did you watch?
Brianne and I are watching House.
Right.
Still. We're close.
There's quite a few seasons there.
There's 7. We're closing in on the end of the 2nd season. So
they're like standard.
They're 40 42 minutes.
Standard season.
Yeah.
North American season.
Yeah,
length.
22 to 24 episodes, 42 minutes long.
You can't get through them in a weekend.
No. Well,
if you're binging anyway.
Well, you can.
Well, it can be a lot of binging.
There was a point in time, like back during the pandemic, when there was like not a lot you could do. You can go places or whatever. Yeah. When Brienne and I were tackling the Arrowverse, right. And we had found a list that was
the watch order.
Yeah, so it was like, watch the first 2 seasons of Arrow.
Then watch
but then start
that.
Going back and forth between and at a certain point you had like 4 or 5 shows on the go at the same time. And
that's not confusing.
I would be home from work for 2 days a week, and in those 2 days, in those like 48 hours, not even, we'd watch like 17 episodes of like hour-long episodes. Like we were just sitting like, all right,
crush it.
What are we on to next? Oh, okay, the whatevers. Let's watch that. And so anyways, so we're watching House and enjoying that. It's eating a little bit into our progress with The Simpsons, but we're still watching The Simpsons. What's exciting about us watching The Simpsons right now, the moment that we're at, and we need to try not to lose steam, is at the end of the season that we're on, we get to watch the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where we're caught up. And we're about to cross over into like HD Simpsons too. Like
that movie, it wasn't horrible.
No, it opens up with
being really pretty decent.
They kill Green Day, which is, but at least Green Day made it into the film. It's my favorite band, by the way.
If you didn't know.
So watching that and that. And then the time has come. We took a couple weeks off, just life, whatever else. But we had to start the process of watching the next series with my mom.
All right.
And
which is?
And that was kind of up in the air, right? I was like, I don't know if we're gonna do.
Again? I can't
remember. We pick.
You pick it.
Yeah. And it was like, we don't know if we're gonna do Star Wars. We don't know if we're gonna do Ghostbusters. We don't know if we don't know what we're gonna do. We landed on the Middle Earth saga, so The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings films. Now, listen, I can tell you, I'm not going to debate with anybody. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of conferring with my mom, a lot of conferring with Brienne, a lot of conferring with friend of the show, Aaron Mader. What order do we do this in? Do we show her The Lord of the Rings because that came out first, and then we do The Hobbit? Technically, The Hobbit, not technically, The Hobbit is set 60 years before The Lord of the Rings. So do we do The Hobbit and do it as a chronological thing? There's issues with both approaches. For a number of reasons, we landed on doing The Hobbit first. The main 2 reasons being my mom preferred the idea of as chronological of a story as she could get.
Right.
The other was a decision on my part of going, you really don't want to have an ending other than the end of Return of the King.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is just the ending.
Yeah.
So that's the route we're going.
You're watching the extended?
So we watched the extended, and again, I will fight people till they're blue in the face. Everyone recommended not. Everyone recommended, you know what, for the first time she's watching it, just do the theatrical ones because, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, go to hell for 2 reasons. One is because, to me, I have not seen the theatrical version of any of these films since I saw them in the theater, right? So I would be watching a theatrical cut going,
where's the rest of this stuff?
Yeah, we just skipped over, like, that's a really good part. Like, what's... the other being, everyone said, for your first time watching, you should do the... She's never going to watch these movies again, right? Like, this is she's never going to commit 24 hours of her life again to working her way through the Middle Earth saga.
Yeah,
and
if you
so
watch
it's
the
like
shortened version, she's not going to go back and watch.
She'll
the
never
versions.
see the extra bits. So it's like no, just extended. Which for the Hobbit films really aren't that bad. Like all three of the extended, they're 3 hours each. They're not, Return of the King is 4.5 hours, but what we've been doing, or sort of what the plan is watch half, make some dinner, eat some dinner, visit, sit down, watch it. So then it's just like you're watching 2 movies in a day versus sitting there for 4.5 hours. Yeah.
Or not a matinee, intermission.
Intermission. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're excited. She enjoyed, like, I think she went into it a little like, well, these movies are important to my son, and and she ended the first Hobbit film like she can't wait to find out where this goes. Yeah.
Are you gonna let her hang on to your sword while you? That sounded weird.
So I here in the studio there is the sword that belongs to Thranduil, which is Legolas's father and the king of the elves of Mirkwood. If she wants to swing my sword, swing my diamond sword, it's her prerogative. And I think is that it? Is that all I watched? No, I watched a stupid ass movie. I was like, I want to dick around on my phone a little bit. It was like midnight, and I'm like, I'll throw a movie on, just kind of have it on in the background. I'll probably kind of come in and out of paying attention to it. I watched a Rebel Wilson film called Senior Year, and it's trash. Like, it's bad. It's about a cheerleader. It's about a cheerleader who, when she's 17, has a bad cheerleading accident at high school a couple months before she graduates, and she ends up in a 20-year coma. And so then she wakes up at 37 and has to get used to what 2022 looks like rather than 2002.
This feels like a remake.
It could be
another film I've seen.
Lots of films have done this type of thing.
There's another film. I don't remember what it's called, but it's about like kind of same idea. This guy who's part of like this dance troupe, like this break dance troupe.
Yep.
Him and his 3 buddies in high school, and they're either at a competition or doing a performance at high school, and he does like a flip and he falls off the stage and he ends up in a coma. And he wakes up like 30 years later and he's like, gotta get the guys back together. And they're all like, got a dad, got running a business. And
okay. Yeah. So this was just Senior Year is just lowbrow crap. Like it's just not funny.
The one I'm thinking of probably isn't much better.
The film I'm watching would be like, I remember
it being just, kind of same idea.
The Senior Year feels like one of the American Pie sequels, like an American Pie direct to DVD sequel, minus any of the nudity or like the things that as a teenager made American Pie what American Pie was. It's just lowbrow humor, and it's just not good. So,
yeah, I don't think. Oh, here it is. I found it. What is this called? Kicking It Old School.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
I don't think it was that lowbrow where they got into that kind of dirty, crass humor. But it was fun.
Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's all I watched.
Wait.
Oh, and I was dicking around with watching Dexter for a little bit, but I think I gave up on that.
Dexter? Yeah, you were watching that last time we got together.
But we are 8 days out at the time of recording, which means actually by the time this episode drops, we will be... There's a very good chance by the time that our episode for it won't be out yet, probably. But there's a very good chance, depending on what your schedule looks like, and when we get to record the episode, there's a very good chance by the time this episode you're listening to drops right now, Carl and I will have seen Deadpool and Wolverine.
Woo! With friends, hopefully.
With friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, Brianne, and IMAX, baby.
Okay.
Carl's like, I was just going to watch it on my phone.
Just going to go to the Hanover Theater.
No, not happening.
Tuesday, man.
Not.
It's not.
First of all, I'm not waiting. I am not. Wait, you want me to unplug my router for 4 days, 5 days? I'm not waiting till Tuesday. Are you drunk? Are you drunk? Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all listed below. We have a Patreon page where for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show, get some fun perks in return, including an upcoming, if it's not out already, I don't know what the timeline of this is going to be, a Patreon bonus video where myself, Pete, and Carl are going to eat some chicken wings. And I mean like Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Scorpion, ghost pepper, like some real chicken wings. And we have merch.
Stuff you put on your body.
Yeah, maybe we'll get like bibs.
That's like my go-to thing.
Like chicken wing bibs.
Hey, that'd be fun.
Movie men bibs.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably won't do that.
Okay.
You have to source the bibs. It's hard to. It's like it's easier to find a supplier for T-shirts than it is for bibs.
Just make it a T-shirt. Make it a T-shirt.
Make it
a T-shirt that's got a bib drawn on it.
With a bib. We could do that.
Like the tuxedo T-shirts.
Yeah.